Well, good morning, everybody. How is everybody doing today? I hope the answer is excellent. Please leave a comment below. How are you doing today? Getting this bad boy fired up and ready to go. It is early. It's actually exactly 5 a.m. Well, 5:06 now. Got a new client. These folks do countertops, but we're moving I don't need that on right now. Moving what they call a telehandler. Some of us call it a lull. From Sanford, which is the other side of Orlando, all the frickin' way to Venice Beach. Basically Venice Beach. There's a little town there called Nokomis, Florida. Wherever the heck Nokomis is, I know it's way down south on the west coast. But we all know, well, not all of us, but those of you that do know, I-4 and I-75 traffic is horrendous. So I'm making sure that I at least beat the Orlando parking lot. I can't say that much for the Tampa side parking lot. I don't go in and out of Orlando and Tampa very regular to know the exact traffic patterns, because they are patterns. But I do go over top of I-4 all the time, closer to the Orlando side. And from where I'm at, all the way to Orlando after about 7 a.m. is a freaking parking lot. So I know I'm going to beat that. I'm supposed to meet them on the job site at 8:30. The boss man said they do get there early. Has it already been 5 minutes? So, leaving out of here in the next 10 minutes, 5:15. I should be to Sanford around, 6:30. But anyway, Pops is gonna take the one stack Mac. It's sitting over here. He left some lights on. I hope that thing fires up. I turned the lights off. They weren't interior lights, they were exterior lights. LEDs, so should be okay. It's a beautiful moon over there. But I'm going to call him in a little while and let him know that he might want to get out a little early, just in case it doesn't fire up. So anyways, headed out to visit a new client. Been a busy week. Pops has been making runs with the trailer that we borrowed from our friend. And I'm not being a mooch. That same friend has borrowed a trailer from me. So, you know, we help each other out. That's the way it goes. That's who we are. We are in the market for a trailer, but prices are so ridiculous right now. Even if I wanted to buy a new trailer, you gotta wait a year to even get it. So we're just gonna fight it out how we are, and something will pop up. It'll happen. We've been fighting tooth and nail to get this hauling business going, equipment hauling. Heaven forbid I say heavy haul. Goodness gracious. That's not heavy haul, that's all. That machine doesn't weigh nothing. Okay, sorry. It's kind of what you call the business, though. I can see the comments rolling in now. I was warned. I was warned. Go on YouTube and you'll see. Everything you say wrong, they will cut it to shreds. Oh well, it is what it is. I guess some people just need to be negative. I'm glad I'm not that way. And I'm glad the vast majority of you aren't that way. By the way, thank you all so much for all the positivity that I see in the comments. That's the kind of people that I was hoping to attract to this channel, and it has worked. You folks, men and women, are freaking awesome, and I want to say thank you. I don't say that enough. I'm always to the point, to the point, to the point, to the point. Business, 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 business. Let's go, let's go, let's go. And I never take enough time to look at the camera and say, guys, gals, thank you so much for being freaking awesome, because all of you are freaking awesome, that's for sure. The few that are out there that are negative Nellies, get a life. That's all I can say. Probably should get a job, maybe. I don't know, maybe you do have jobs, whatever. I'm not gonna... I apologize for saying that. I'm making assumptions. But anyway, we're headed out the gate. I gotta jump out and lock it up. Like I was saying earlier, Pops is gonna go move a couple front loaders. We've had a great week. I love it. We've had the previous 2 weeks were kind of slow. I mean, we weren't ultra slow, but we weren't as busy as I'd like to be. I like busy. I mean, that's how you put money in the bank. And thank goodness this week was busy, thanks to all my clients that gave me the work and put their faith and trust in me to let me move their equipment. And we're fixing to go impress another new client, so that's just adding to the pile. I'm gonna jump out and lock this gate, and we're gonna go hit I-4. Let's go. All right, it's still pretty dark. Y'all can still barely see, I think. But there's the job over there. There's the machine we're loading up. I drove it across the street. Getting a little bit of daylight so I can start seeing a little bit. They're doing some road construction out there, and this is some kind of a laydown yard they've been using, so I pulled in here, good. And you can see one of their construction barrels over there. Probably gonna unhook right there. But I'm just being real cautious because it's hard to see. And you know, I don't want to set it down in a hole or anything, but I got out to look. Looks pretty good. Because you can see well, I don't know if you can see or not, but there's a really big hole here. So I think I'm going to set it down here and go for it. Sorry you guys can't see anything, but I'm trying my best to show you what I'm doing and get this job done at the same time. So let's go. Just got off the phone with Pops. He's doing good. He's on the road. I don't know if I mentioned this earlier or not, but he left his exterior cab lights on last night. I turned them off when I got there this morning. And truck cranked up fine. I figured it would. They're LED lights. Big batteries in the truck. But he's on his way to get a loader. Check this thing out. We can see a little better now. Got extended forks. Those bad boys are long. Don't yet know where I'm going to tie this thing down from. Oh, here we go. There's tie hooks right there. That'll work. So the chain can come right through here. That'll work. I'm assuming there's something like that on the back. Way up there. Well, here we go. Down there. Perfect. Since I have no clue about this thing, I'm going to check my other side. We're on perfect. I wish I had to see if those things will go up a little more. But alignment is great. take another look. That outrigger, it's in. We're good. Let's check this side. Oh, shoot. I need to get it moved over. I'm not going to run all the way to there like that. I got to go through a scale house. And I want to try to get that one fork over. That way I can set the forks here. That should be good. Finally. Yay! Chris did it! That was freaking crazy, but it's kind of cool. It was crazy. But, so this thing's got a joystick up. These tires will do all kind of different stuff. You can make it crab walk. You can make it, I don't know, make it do all kind of stuff. But it also allowed me to lock, straighten that wheel up, and then lock it. Set it and forget it. Oh, kind of neat. Still crazy, but kind of neat. All right, so what we're gonna do first is get this damn jacket off, then hook up, then tie down. So let's get to it. Yeah. This bad boy ain't going nowhere except to Venice or Nokomis. What was the heck name of that place again? Nokomis or something? Anyway, there she is. All stout, like a bucket of grout. The old girl got me here just fine. Now all she has to do is get me to the other side of the state and we'll be good. Get in there. All right, let's roll. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to do the scale house rock again. See how we turn out. Got the enter sign. I think these here always say enter. Need to get her broke down to 45. There we go. Got the gyro. What about me? Nope. Too long. They like picking on us long trucks. gotta do is take a trip across the scale and keep moving. Avoid engine braking. Wide load or oversized or heavy haul truck. He's not even carrying anything. See one Super Trooper over there. Alright. Damn it. Gotta go inside. They just rebuilt this thing. They need to rebuild that speaker. Guess I'll pull up here right beside them. Part of me wants to bring the camera inside, but I don't want to aggravate them. Yeah, time for me to get my gear and go inside.
2 hours later.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was an hour and a half. Busted at the scale house. Damn. The guy did sort of cut me some slack. So, I screwed up, obviously. I had a copy of an oversized permit. I'm getting the hell out of here, by the way. I was going to sit there and talk to y'all for a minute, but they are pulling them in left and frickin' right. And they weren't looking at me as I left. The state troopers, anyway. I was dealing with DOT the whole time. State troopers are out there checking blinkers and all this other stuff. They were busy. So I fired this old non-smoke wagon up and started hitting gears. Get me the hell out of here. Before it cost me another frickin' hour. I mean, so they are just relentlessly pulling them in. Anyway, I was gonna get a $1,000 fine, which would have meant I would work for free today. So would Pops be working for free. So I was 80,800 pounds. They wanted to see my permit. I showed them my copy. My fault. And so how did he explain it to me? It's kind of like having a forgery. Something like that. So he just basically said, I'm just going to do away with this, and then just, he wrote me a kingpin ticket, basically, a kingpin fine and an overweight, 800 pounds overweight fine. Even though I'm actually permitted 144,000 pounds, and my kingpin is fine on my permit, if I had the original copy, I'd have been out of there. Didn't have the original copy, so it basically is like I didn't even have a permit at all. So instead of writing me a $1,000 fine for not having my original permit, he wrote me a kingpin ticket and 800 pounds overweight, which came out to be $140, I think he said. Yeah, that is what it is, $140. Lesson learned, for sure. I'd rather have not learned it paying them $140, but lesson learned. It is what it is at this point. And, you know, if it had been $1,000, man, I'd have been trucking all the way down to Punta Gorda and home for freaking free. And this entire week would have been just wrecked. You guys have been hearing me brag about how busy we were this week, how grateful I am for being busy this week, how we had 2 slow weeks prior, and I was kind of starting to sweat bullets a little bit, you know. So I was, like I said, I've been, you know, kind of bragging to you guys about being super grateful for a busy week, and then I'm staring at a $1,000 fine. Damn. But he turned it into $140. He said, "You want this copy back?" I said, "I don't know. Do I need it to get through the day? I mean, all I gotta do is go to the..." I even told him, I said, "Dude, I'll go deliver this load. I will bring you back the original permit. It's at the office." He said, "I can't do it because, you know, I guess apparently Tallahassee and Washington, D.C. and the Russians and the Chinese and whoever else are, they got it all on spy cam or whatever. Tallahassee already knows all about it just by pulling through, apparently." So, and of course he went to his supervisor a couple times, and hour and a half later, at least they helped me out some and reduced it. That was good of them, I guess. I mean, I don't blame him. He's just doing a job. Don't blame him at all. We are crossing the Manatee River at a snail's crawl. They are rebuilding all of this. Which I guess will be a good thing. Oh, I love the salt water. Look at it. Alright, well, we made it. I had to sit here and let this thing regen. While I was doing that, I made a phone call because you can see these apartments here. But the address was taking me another half a mile down there. And I knew something wasn't right about that. So I made a phone call. This is the spot. I got to get turned around. And let's see if we can get turned around here. I had to redo that. I had, well, we'll go look. Might have damaged the tire. Have to be par for the course today. I had this tire like half on that curb, and man, it was putting some god-awful pressure on it. So I pulled ahead and got off of it. Try not to create any more damages. Try not to cost me any more money. I got to looking at the clock back there on the way here. That was a freaking 2-hour stop at the way station. Of course, I could have saved myself $1,000. I was gonna say it saved me $960, but if I'd have been doing it right, I could have saved myself $1,000. The guy worked hard at reducing my fine down to $140, so basically, sort of, kind of, not really, saved me $960. So what the hell, I'll wait 2 hours for that. It'd take me 2 days to earn that money. All right. Dump those bags. This thing unhooked. Let me see. That guy just got around me fine. I'll pull ahead first. Halfway there. I don't know if you guys know who Tony Justice is or Bill Weaver, but they're truck drivers, and both of them are country music singers. I'm friends with both of them, not bragging or nothing, just am. I met them we used to do a lot of shows. We go to a lot of shows, me and Ashley, and we met them there, and we're all friends. I need to talk to those guys about coming up with a song. Busted at the Scale House. I can't believe that isn't a song yet. Brilliant. Busted at the Scale House again. Busted at the Scale House again. I love my lovely DOT. I'm busted at the Scale House again. Should I have been a singer or a trucker? Or neither? God, don't say neither. Oh! Almost cost me another knot on the head. Alright, that's off of there. Let's get this thing off of here and then go home. Damn, there's a nail, a bolt right here. 1, 2, 3, 4 screws, nails, and bolts. This thing must be thick. There it is. Purdy as a picture. That's up there. You could not catch me up there, ever. Somebody's got to grab them trusses and do something with it. And that somebody ain't me. Not happening. So this is why I elected to unload out there. This crushed concrete, this stuff is all in it. So I didn't want to back in here. They take the concrete that goes to their recycle yards. It has wire in it, or steel, or whatever, rebar, bolts, nut, you know, all kind of stuff. They take pinchers and they pinch. And they try to separate out the rebar and steel and stuff. They do a pretty good job at it, but they can't get it all. But that stuff's all in it. I don't like driving across it. I don't like backing across it. I don't like going on these job sites. These job sites like this, there's freaking, that parking lot is full of freaking nails. When my guys go on these kind of jobs and pour curb, you don't know the amount of tires that we purchase. I mean, it's non-stop. So bad enough buying trailer tires and pickup truck tires. These guys, we already know what they cost. We found that out the hard way when we had to go buy 4 of them because of a brake that locked up. Anyway, we're gonna get reattached and make that long stroll home. Well, here we go again, ladies and gentlemen. The scale house rock. And the sign flashed enter. Opposite side of the road this time. I think they're up here rubbing their palms together. Here he comes again. Got no load this time. I'm not overweight. Well, I wasn't overweight before. I was only technically overweight because without my heavy permits, I only allowed 80,000 pounds. Let's go. See ya. Thank you. Oh, they got a heavy haul in there pulled up on the scales on the opposite side of the road where they nailed me. Yeah, so technically I didn't even have a permit. So, 80,000 pound load weighed in at 80,800. Shame on me. That's my own dumb fault. I should have known to have the original. Actually, I did know to have the original. I don't know. Somehow I just, getting the new truck back to the house, I guess we just got excited. I don't know what the hell happened. But we're headed to the office after we park this bad boy, and we're going to get that permit, and we're going to put it back in here. Or not back in here, we're going to put it in here. And we're going to be legit. Too legit to quit. Anyway, we're through that one. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for the day. Sort of an interesting little outcome. I've always been waiting on them to pull me into the scale house like they did, just to see if everything checked out, and it didn't. So I learned something today. Anyways, I appreciate y'all hanging out, and we'll do it again tomorrow.